In our video on Friday, I asked you to complete a little trading activity over the weekend. This activity was really simple. It was about going through your losing trades and putting them into two different categories. So if you haven't completed that yet, or you haven't seen the video, it's linked in the description box. I definitely recommend doing that. In today's video, I kind of want to follow on from that, not directly, as in today is not about doing an activity. It kind of is, but it's not directly about doing an activity. But basically today I want to talk about analysing your trades, because there's something major that some people get very wrong, and I'd say the majority of people that actually bother analysing their trades get this wrong. So if I asked you to go through your old trades and to figure out like something about it, something that will help you improve your performance, most people would do it like this. So for their losing trades, they're trying to figure out what it is that they did wrong, what it is that they can improve next time, because, you know, obviously something must have gone wrong to end up having a losing trade. Whereas with their winning trades, they'll analyze those to see what it is that they got right. What is it that they did that ended up finding this profitable trade, that ended up being, you know, extra money in their account. Now, this isn't necessarily the right way of looking at things. This comes down to something which is called resulting, which is looking at the outcome of something and determining whether that was a good or bad decision from whether that outcome was good or bad. So you could have the best decision-making process in the world and you wouldn't know, because you're looking at a losing trade, assuming that the process must have been bad. And that's not necessarily the right thing. But before we go into more detail about this, I want to show you a clip from Garry Kasparov. I've spoken about him before on this channel. I think he's someone that we can learn a lot from, because there are similarities between his field and our field. And his field is chess. He's one of the greatest chess players of all time. And he talks a lot about, you know, his thought processes and things like that. And in this particular interview, he's talking about analysing his winning games. So let's check it out.
Because when we win, we forget that there are a lot of people who are losing. And those who are losing, they're analyzing, they're trying to find out the reasons for their loss, the mistakes. And if we do nothing, if we rest on our laurels, they'll come back after us next time. And I was on top of the world of chess for 20 years because I was very good, even relentless, in challenging my own success.
And did you go over all your games?
Absolutely.
The ones you succeeded and the ones you failed in?
Absolutely, yeah. Because even the game we won always contained mistakes, inaccuracies. It's inevitable. I can hardly imagine one brilliant game with no mistakes.
Now, I found that interview really interesting. Obviously in chess you have an opponent, so it's slightly different, and it was interesting how he said that if you win and you don't analyse your winning games, then your opponent who lost is analysing their losing game, and therefore they're going to catch up with you. And I think it's a similar kind of thing with trading, that if you're on a winning streak, you do get complacent and you think you can rest on your laurels, as Garry Kasparov said in the video. We think that we can just not analyse things because we've got that winning formula now. Now the problem is, let's assume that you have a losing system, you can still have a winning streak. Now if that winning streak lasts for months, then that's months of you not improving and not actually getting better during that time. You're getting complacent. So when you do realise that your system is actually not the winning system you thought it was, you've wasted all of that time. Now, if you count yourself as your own opponent in trading, which I think we spoke about before in a video about whether traders are competitive, I'll also link that one down below. But if you think of yourself as a competitor because you just want to keep getting better and better, then you've wasted 3 months where you could have been even better than you are at that point in time. You've wasted all that time, you got complacent. And also, if it is a losing system and you're analysing your trades in the right way and you're categorising between human error and system error, then first of all, if you are profiting with these trades and it's human error, you know that either it's luck or your system needs to be changed to reflect whatever it is that you're doing differently outside your system. Or if it's that you realise that your system, although these trades have been profitable, over the long term probably wouldn't be profitable, then you already know that you need to tweak and adjust things even if you are on a winning streak with your trading system. And in terms of how we analyse it, you have to analyse your winning trades and your losing trades in the same way, because they both could have been from a good decision making process or a bad one. So with your winning trades, you have to see what you did well, what you did badly, like what things went right and what things went wrong. And the same with your losing trades. With your losing trades, it's not necessarily that everything was wrong just because you had a losing outcome. Remember, resulting, you can't define whether it was a good decision by the outcome. You have to think about the factors that were considered, whether it was actually according to your system, whether it was luck, all of these different factors. It's obviously just human nature that we fall into the resulting trap and think that the outcome represents the decision-making process. But when we do start to implement implement some idea of probability into things, which is difficult because you can never see the different outcomes that could have happened. But when we do that as traders, it tends to be that if you lose a trade, you think to yourself, or there's more chance of thinking to yourself, like, I didn't necessarily do something wrong. It's all about probabilities. The setup was good. It just, you know, it's a game of probabilities that I was probably not losing 30% or whatever it is. But when you look at winning trades, you don't tend to think in that same probability type of way. You don't think, oh, it was a bad decision, but I was just on the good side of the probability. We need to get out of this resulting mindset that we have. You can't just realize that resulting plays a factor when you've lost trades and not when you've won trades. That's just selective attention. So in a nutshell, you have to analyze your winning trades, and not just that, but you have to analyze them in the same way you analyze your losing trades. And likewise, you have to analyze your losing trades in the same way you've been analyzing your winning trades as well. And with that, we're going to call an end to this video because I'm getting swept up in the wind out here, which has just started again now that I said that. If you like the video, please do hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and switch on notifications by clicking that little bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. If you've got any comments and questions, leave them below, including letting us know any insights you found from performing that little activity over the weekend, if you did do it. And don't forget to check out all of the links in the description box, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon.